Hey everyone. Today I have another solo flawless run through Crota's End. It's similar to the Hunter video that I put up last week, except this time we're doing it on heroic mode. I figured this will show you the changes in that mode, and as well as doing it with a different character in case you either don't have a hunter or don't want to use a hunter. Warlock, in my opinion, is probably the best class to go with for doing a solo flawless run here. Just because, in my opinion, the grenades are a little bit better. It's a little better of a safety net, if you will. Otherwise, there's not too many drastic changes between this and the hunter run. This is more just the completionist in me saying, yeah, I better try and do it on heroic as well, just to show it being done. Loadout for this one is going to be a little bit different. I'm using the Mida on this one, as well as the rocket launcher. Also went with the Sunbreakers here to get double solar grenades, which is important for the first section running through the lamps. Otherwise, as long as you have a moderately high agility, you should be okay here. Again, this is kind of like the same argument I had in the last one. We're kind of over-leveled and overpowered for this at this point, so you don't have to try as hard as you perhaps would have in the months prior. So here we go. Just as a warning again, you can die during this part. If you do, no big deal, just go ahead and reset and do it over again. And once you land, just wait for your health to come back up or take off right away, whatever you prefer. I always check that first room just to see if the chest is spawned in there. You'll notice by that little crystal above the door being lit up. In this case, it's not. So here we go. Similar to the hunter run, you run past the first couple lamps. Your weight of darkness will be low enough, you won't have to worry about it. Once you get to the third lamp here, you should have a pretty healthy crew in tow. So you throw that solar grenade right on that spot there. You can stand in it or stand to the right of it, whatever you like. And just wait for your weight of darkness to get lower and take off to the next. You can see at that lamp I skipped it. Again, it's up to you depending on your weight of darkness. You can always stop there as well if you need to. I run past these lamps, make kind of a circular motion around the pits. And here's the shortcut that I used for the hunter. I'll do the same on the warlock. I'll kind of wait here for my weight of darkness to get down. And you follow the edge here, all the way around. The weight of darkness should be high when you get to this part, so go ahead and wait. Same thing, just wait. Now you're taking off. The enemies may or may not be grouping up on you at this point. Again, it's up to you if you want to run or stay. In this case, I was fine, so I went to this one here. You got the knight that should be in front of you somewhere. Right there, just about killing me. I lose track of where I am for a second. That's never good, but I make it through it. This should be your final lamp before getting to the bridge. So again, you want to get your darkness down low. Throw a grenade if you have to, and then you take off for the bridge. Just make sure you step on the plate to start it. And I go to this lamp again. If you have a group of enemies with you, go ahead and toss down another grenade if you need to. And then you're waiting. Ogre should pop up in a second here. It's a major yellow bar on heroic mode. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Again, he kind of gets caught behind that lamp sometimes, so he should never really get clear and come after you. And there you are. Now you wait for the bridge to complete, and you are done. Warlock is kind of a standard thing for this. I usually leave Sunsinger on throughout the whole raid. There's no real need to change things up. I should say the only thing that I really do change is grenade type, but that's only at the end, which you'll see when I get there. Path is clear, so we are running. This is simple, just avoid the thralls. And you got the pillars here, so you can play another game of the floor is lava if you'd like. Warlock gives me better control with these jumps. I like that. And I made it all the way to the end without touching the floor, so I should get a 400 light icebreaker. That's not going to pop up here, but it'll be at the postmaster. And here we are. Similar to the Hunter run, go ahead and step on this little trigger right here to activate the bridge, even though you're not actually building the bridge. You want to come back up here and take out the knight, get that sword so you can cross. And again, there's a couple different ways of doing this. I just like the jump straight across method of doing it. With the Warlock, it's similar to if you were doing it with a Titan. Just wait till you get to the very top of your jump, and then you're going to swing that sword, making sure you stay over the bridge, and you should have enough to land on the other side. Gatekeeper here in front of me, so I can take him out. And then I go to the right side over here, which again gives me a little more room for maneuvering and moving around. I can take out adds and still hide if I need to. Got the acolytes to start. The thrall should be coming after that. You just want to clear them out. Clear out the small enemies, which will eventually trigger the ogres to come out. And again, the rule with the thrall is just don't let them group up on you. They shouldn't be much of a problem either way, but just don't let them group up on you. You should be fine. More thrall. Wizard's out, which usually means the ogre's coming out, but I get confused thinking the ogre's going to come out, so I keep turning around looking at it, even though he's not showing up yet. Just have more thrall. At this point, I'm literally wondering, yeah, what's going on with the ogre here? That's because I just haven't killed enough acolytes yet. The wizard's getting pesky though. You have to take care of that if the wizard gets in your way. And the ogres are finally out, so again, you can take them out with whatever weapon you like. Usually a sniper. Primary works just as well though, given the level difference. That's the one, so now you just get the one on the other side and you should be good to move along. Miss horribly with that grenade. And there we go. Normally you'd be getting rewards at this point, but I think this is my second or third attempt on the heroic mode one. Actually took me less attempts on the hard mode raid than it did on the normal. Figure that one out. Alright, and now we're in the Thrallway. The change here is that these Shriekers at the top here will respawn if you kill them and then hang around. So you cannot exactly do like you did on normal mode, where take them down and then back out of the room to avoid their blast. It doesn't work as well on hard mode here. So unfortunately, there's a couple different tactics. If you were a Titan, you could use a bubble to help yourself here. Warlock, unfortunately, I mean, you kind of want to hug this left side of the wall here and just hope that nothing kills you, pretty much. I could be using Angel of Light here, I'm not. That could have saved me some hits here. I actually cut this closer than I needed to. But again, if you hug that left side of the hallway here, you should be okay. And since you're going right through it, you should be able to get the chest here before the door shuts. Again, I've already done this on a previous attempt, so I won't get any rewards from it. But yeah, so I mean, heroic mode, that part there with the hallway is a 50-50 thing sometimes. It can ruin your run, so be aware of that, and I guess plan better than I did. Like I said, there's a couple different things you can do there, but even then it's still 50-50 sometimes. So you drop down here. Warlock, I think, has a little bit easier time in this section, just with the grenades you'll see in a second. I actually have the exotic sword equipped for this one, which should take out the wizards really quick. Again, I have different tactics for different characters. For the Warlock here, I use the sword. And for the Shrieker, I just wait, throw my solar grenade, and the solar grenade should do the work. I can leave the room. You can keep an eye on your crosshair if you want, to make sure it goes down, or you can wait for the sound cue, either or. And that's one side down, so now we go to the left side and repeat. One sword, one wizard, and again with the solar grenade, should do the work. And you can see that was pretty painless, pretty easy. And now we wait for Urya to do the song and dance routine. Hard mode goes a little bit quicker. I think the timing is a little faster on this. Her countdown is also not as long, so shouldn't be as long of a wait at this point. You can clear some of these ads at the doorway, no harm in that. But like I explained in the Hunter walkthrough previously, you don't want to really go in that room if you don't have to. It's just good to keep her where she's at. You don't want to agitate her and get her to move. A lot of people rush straight into the room and go ahead and kill her. You can do that, but again, since we're doing a flawless run here, we don't want to make it any harder on ourselves than we have to. And as you can see, she started the thing, so we can go in. Actually, it's still half a minute. I thought it was less on heroic mode, my bad. Similar to the Hunter thing though, we're up on this pillar on the side here, and we're picking her off quickly, and that is it. Just like that. And now you've got to clear out all the ads. They group up on this side pretty easily, so you, if you have a Galahorn equipped, or even with the sword, I can always run over there and just go ahead and sword them. Just going to try and thin them out a little bit here with the sniper rifle. The ones that will cause you the biggest trouble are the ones with the guns there. That will hurt you if they hit with that. Good old hung jury. I think at this, yeah, I'm gonna say I get annoyed at this point. I'm like, all right, going for the sword. And this is that point which I talked about in the previous video. Those enemies will keep spawning out of that door down there. So unless you're looking for ammo, you want to go ahead and move up into the room here and take the guys out up here so you can activate the next checkpoint. Got the Thrall to come after you. I still say they disappear at some point, but they didn't in the last video. They didn't here either. And know they do, though. I've seen it happen before. And again, you're just working on the majors. Ones in the middle here should activate the glass to come down. There we go. Now you just want to take out a couple more acolytes to trigger the checkpoint. There we go. And again, at this point, you can take down some of those extra adds if you want. I always just kind of go straight into it. Here's the change that I use for heroic mode for taking down Crota's shield. Basically, your weapons aren't going to matter much. I kind of switch things up here for Red Death just to get health regeneration. Well, I will. Not quite yet. Take out a few adds here. Just because Thundray is a little bit better for that than Red Death. Difference here on heroic mode is you get those yellow bars. Otherwise, same tactic. You're just clearing the sides. You wanna have as little adds as possible when you're doing damage. You don't want them congregating on that bridge over there or out there. I haven't been hit too many times. You can see the health's not regenerating. Got Presence of Crota on. There's no Chalice of Light in heroic mode, so you will not regen health with that. You're going to have to come up with your own methods. And if you're doing it solo, this is where the Red Death will come in handy. You'll regenerate health with each kill. Again, you can kind of use what you want, but here's the grenade switch. I switched the fusion grenade here. You're going to want to use that to take down Crota's shield. And again, that way you don't have to worry about what weapons you have equipped here. You're doing all the work with your own grenades. And you want to have a super for that. I forget the name of the exotic now that would give you double fusion grenades, but if you don't have that, or if you don't want to use that, you're going to need your super to regen your grenade quickly. You're going to need 2 total fusion grenades to take the shield down. And here's the mistake I make. I take some damage, and instead of sitting in this room and regenning health with the Red Death, I choose to just go out there. I think I'll be okay, but see, this is the problem. You never think things are going to go your way. A sword bearer here, I missed the grenade, which would have done a ton of damage to him, so now I'm stuck trying to take his health down. While thralls are coming from all sides, acolytes shooting at me. It's just not the ideal way. You can see I'm almost dead here at this point. You just get lucky with the shot there. And again, if you're doing it just for soloing it, it's not a big deal, but for flawless runs, you want to be as careful as possible just for that right there. So here we are taking the shield down. That's 1 fusion grenade. There's 2. And this way you get more time. You can jump right up there as the grenade's landing, so you can do damage to them. You see I got 3 solid hits in there. Should be a huge chunk of his health gone. And because we're using the grenade trick, we're not going to be able to do 2 things with the sword. We're only going to be able to do 1 each time, but that's fine. You're only going to need 2 runs. Yeah, you can see I did a really good amount of damage with that. So, similar to the Hunter run, we just retreat to this corner room here. We're taking out adds to build up our super again. We have Red Death on, so we don't have to worry about our health. Waiting on Crota to rotate back. Wait for the sword bearer to come out. If you damage the sword bearer, you don't necessarily want to kill them too early. Kind of want to wait till you see Crota pass by. But you will get a ton of thrall to spawn in behind you, so you should have no shortage of things to shoot, so your super should be back by the time you need it. There's sword bearer. Do some damage. Again, don't want to kill him too early, but just keep his health at a good level. Otherwise, he will regenerate some when he backs away. You see, I killed him there. I was timing. Yeah, timing was pretty good actually on that. Otherwise, if you kill him too early, the sword will disappear. So keep that in mind. And you want to repeat. Throw the one grenade, wait for the other one to charge, pick up the sword, throw when you come up. 2 swings, and there you go. Solo heroic mode flawless on Crota's End. Easier in my opinion, like I said, than the Hunter. Then again, I feel more comfortable doing these kinds of things on a Warlock, so I guess that helps as well. But that grenade trick with the shield is just a really reliable method. There's really no way to mess that up unless you miss your throw. And you don't have to worry about what weapons you're using. So, normal or heroic, it's a good way to go. I'm gonna check my time on this one. I'm pretty sure I did better. Pretty sure I did better on the heroic run than I did on the normal run. Yep, 1926. So, there you have it. A heroic mode flawless, under 20 minutes. Again, it's not a race, but just goes to show you how quickly you can kind of get these things done if you need to. So, as always, thank you very much for watching, and good luck on your flawless runs. I'll see you around, Guardians.